In an era of sophisticated financial schemes, Proverbs reminds us that true security begins with the diligent pursuit of knowledge and prudence. What does the Bible teach us about avoiding fraud and making wise financial decisions? In this video, we will first explore how biblical wisdom can protect us. Then, we'll uncover the traps of quick financial promises, discuss how to set healthy financial boundaries, and finally, reflect on the importance of choosing wisely whom to trust. If this topic interests you, you're very welcome. Grab some water, a coffee, find a comfortable spot, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Now, pay attention, because this guide will teach you how to apply the teachings of Proverbs to protect your finances from fraud and traps. Do you know what it means to seek wisdom like silver and gold, as Proverbs advises? This ancient advice seems to suggest that knowledge and prudence are resources as valuable as material wealth. But how can this pursuit of understanding protect you from financial fraud? The answer lies in the ability to discern between what is legitimate and what is a trap. The Bible is clear in showing that knowledge is not just an accumulation of facts, but an essential tool for living safely and prospering. In Proverbs 2 verse 6, we read that the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. This passage highlights the importance of striving for discernment, which can be directly applied to avoid falling into fraud. Financial frauds, by their nature, depend on the ignorance or naivety of their victims. Fraudsters often exploit people's lack of understanding about finances or their unwillingness to investigate offers that seem too attractive. Therefore, the first step to protect oneself is to diligently seek knowledge. This involves both formal financial education and developing a skeptical mindset toward emerging opportunities. As Proverbs 14 verse 15 tells us, "The simple believe every word, but the prudent carefully consider their steps." Moreover, it is important to recognize that wisdom is a continuous process of learning and adaptation. It is not something acquired once and for all, but a daily practice of vigilance and critical reflection. In a world where new frauds constantly arise, staying updated and aware of the latest fraudulent tactics is essential. The practical application of this can be seen in conducting detailed research before making any investments, consulting multiple sources, and seeking advice from trusted experts. Another important aspect is humility. Proverbs 11 verse 2 reminds us that with the humble is wisdom. This means we should always be open to learning and listening to advice, especially from those with more experience. Humility protects us from believing we are invulnerable or falling into the trap of overconfidence. Recognizing that we are all subject to mistakes and can be deceived is a crucial step toward adopting a proactive stance against fraud. Overconfidence in our own discernment can be a weakness exploited by scammers. They often appeal to the victim's pride, offering exclusive opportunities that appeal to the ego. Therefore, we must cultivate a mindset of constant learning and question our assumptions and perceptions. The wise, according to Proverbs, is one who is always willing to learn and grow in knowledge. The book of Proverbs teaches us that true financial security does not come only from how much money we have, but from how well informed and prepared we are to protect what we have. Wisdom is our best defense against those who seek to take advantage of us. Therefore, investing in knowledge is investing in security. Why do so many of us still fall for promises of quick wealth? This is a question many ask when they see reasonable and intelligent people becoming victims of fraudulent schemes. The answer, in part, can be found in the teachings of Proverbs. The Bible frequently warns us against the desire for easy and quick wealth, which often leads to ruin. Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. Proverbs 13 verse 11. This verse teaches us that patience and diligence are vital for true and lasting prosperity. Fraud schemes often rely on grand promises and guarantees of financial returns that are, in fact, impossible to fulfill. They exploit the human desire to achieve financial success without effort or risk. And this is precisely what makes them so appealing. The attraction to these promises can be a reflection of impatience and the desire for quick results, traits that Proverbs advises us to avoid. Being prudent means not getting carried away by blind enthusiasm, but carefully evaluating opportunities before making decisions. Many modern financial frauds, like Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes, rely on a facade of legitimacy to attract new victims. These schemes often begin by offering legitimate returns to an initial group of investors, using funds from new participants to pay these returns. This cycle can continue until the number of new investors is insufficient to sustain payments, resulting in a total collapse. Proverbs 21 verse 5 states, "The plans of the diligent lead to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." The lesson here is clear. Haste and the desire for quick results can lead to devastating losses. What makes these schemes so effective is the way they manipulate human emotions. By using psychological triggers like scarcity, this offer is for a limited time, and social proof, everyone is investing in this. Fraudsters create pressure to act quickly and without careful reflection. The Bible, however, advises us to be calm and prudent. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Proverbs 22 verse 3. Therefore, resisting the impulse to make financial decisions in haste is an effective way to protect oneself against fraud. Moreover, it is essential to understand that true wealth is built over time and through continuous and honest efforts. The very concept of easy gains is often an illusion that leads many to financial disaster. Proverbs repeatedly emphasizes the importance of diligent work and honesty as paths to true prosperity. In practice, this means being wary of any opportunity that promises high returns without a proportional risk or without a clear understanding of how those returns will be generated. The concept of greed is also extensively addressed in Proverbs, warning us against the insatiable desire for more. This desire can lead us to make irrational and risky decisions, such as investing in fraudulent schemes. The practice of being content with what we have and seeking wealth honestly is a powerful barrier against fraud. It is no coincidence that Proverbs 28 verse 20 states, "A faithful person will be richly blessed, but one eager to get rich will not go unpunished." The practical application of Proverbs' teachings to avoid financial fraud lies in adopting a slow and steady approach to financial growth. Avoiding the lure of get-rich-quick schemes and instead focusing on long-term financial plans that involve effort, diligence, and patience are the true keys to financial security. If prudence is the key to avoiding fraud, how can we apply this in practice, especially in a world where financial offers are abundant and often confusing? Proverbs offers valuable guidance on the importance of setting boundaries. The Bible speaks about the importance of building fences in our financial lives to protect us from potential losses and harm. This includes not only physical limits, like not sharing bank information or passwords, but also emotional limits, such as not allowing fear or greed to drive our decisions. For example, Proverbs 22 verses 26 to 27 says, "Do not be one who shakes hands and pledge or puts up security for debts. If you lack the means to pay, your very bed will be snatched from under you." This reflects the importance of not making financial commitments we cannot fulfill, such as excessive debts or risky investments without a clear plan. In modern practice, this can mean avoiding overuse of credit and being cautious when co-signing loans or financial guarantees. Setting clear boundaries can protect us from overburdening ourselves financially and falling into traps. Furthermore, financial boundaries also involve understanding and implementing clear and detailed contracts. Many frauds occur because people do not read or understand the terms of financial contracts. Biblical wisdom teaches us to be careful and fully understand the commitments we are making. Neglecting to understand the details can lead to devastating consequences, such as the loss of savings or unexpected liability for someone else's debts. As Proverbs 17 verse 18 says, "One who has no sense shakes hands in pledge and puts up security for a neighbor." This suggests we should be cautious and avoid taking on financial responsibilities we cannot fully control. The Bible also teaches us about the importance of generosity, but with discernment. Proverbs 19 verse 17 states, "Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done." This verse encourages charity, but also implies that we must be prudent with our resources. Generosity should be balanced with financial responsibility and the awareness that we are managing our resources in a way that honors both ourselves and others. Therefore, part of healthy financial boundaries is knowing when and how to help others without compromising our own financial stability. Another crucial point is the importance of having a clear budget and financial plan. Often, we fall for fraud because we do not have a clear view of our finances and what we can really afford to spend or invest. Proverbs 21 verse 20 tells us, "The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down." This verse speaks to the importance of saving and being prudent with consumption. Having a clear understanding of our resources and keeping a budget protects us from impulsive spending or investing in something we do not fully understand. Finally, healthy financial boundaries also involve building a reliable support network. This includes financial advisors, mentors, and trusted friends who can offer wise and impartial advice. As Proverbs 11 verse 14 declares, "For lack of guidance a nation falls, but victory is won through many advisors." Surrounding ourselves with wise counselors can help us make informed decisions and avoid financial fraud. Having people in our lives who can offer different perspectives and experienced advice is one of the best ways to protect ourselves against reckless financial decisions. Therefore, setting financial boundaries is more than just avoiding impulsive spending. It is a protective practice that encompasses all aspects of our finances, from how we spend and invest to how we help others. Proverbs teachings offer a clear guide on how to build these defenses wisely and effectively. Before proceeding, I ask you the following question. How can we determine whom to trust when it comes to our finances? Trust is an essential part of any financial transaction, but as we learn from Proverbs, this trust must be carefully considered and not distributed blindly. The book of Proverbs guides us to judge the character of people and assess their integrity before making financial commitments. A faithful person will be richly blessed, but one eager to get rich will not go unpunished. Proverbs 28 verse 20. This verse suggests that we should look for people of integrity and avoid those motivated by quick and easy gains. Fraudsters often appear trustworthy and charismatic, using their charm to win their victims' trust. They know how to say the right things to seem reliable. However, Proverbs 26 verse 23 warns us, "Like a coating of silver dross on earthenware are fervent lips with an evil heart." In other words, not everything that glitters is gold. It is important to look beyond superficial appearances and seek signs of genuine honesty and reliability. This means we must take the necessary time to verify credentials, ask for references, and seek a second opinion when necessary. Blind trust can lead to significant losses, but informed trust, based on evidence and reliable recommendations, is a central principle for protecting oneself from fraud. Moreover, we must be aware that even friends and family can inadvertently lead us into fraudulent investments if they themselves have not thoroughly investigated them. Additionally, Proverbs encourages us to be cautious of pride and presumption. Proverbs 16 verse 18 states, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." When we consider ourselves invulnerable to fraud or believe we are too smart to be deceived, we become easy targets. Conscious trust is, therefore, humility in action, recognizing our own limitations and the possibility of being deceived. This encourages us to constantly seek information, remain vigilant, and avoid decisions based on emotions like fear or greed. Another essential principle is transparency. We should seek financial partners who are transparent in their operations and who do not hesitate to provide detailed and clear information about their products or services. Lack of transparency is often a red flag for potential fraud. In Proverbs 11 verse 3, we read, "The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity." This verse teaches us to value honesty and clarity above all in our financial transactions. Conscious trust also involves understanding the terms and conditions of any financial agreement. Often, frauds occur because people do not read or comprehend the details of the contracts they are signing. Proverbs 4 verse 7 teaches us, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting get understanding." This verse emphasizes the importance of fully understanding where we are putting our money and what the implications of our commitments are. Finally, conscious trust is about maintaining a state of constant vigilance. As Proverbs 24 verses 3 to 4 advises, "By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures." This implies that financial security is an ongoing construction, based on careful decisions and the constant pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Vigilance is your best defense against those who seek to deceive you. The Bible, through the book of Proverbs, offers clear and practical guidance for protecting our finances from fraud. From the importance of knowledge and wisdom to the need to set boundaries and choose wisely whom to trust, these teachings are timeless and applicable to our daily lives. In a world full of uncertainties and financial traps, applying these principles can be the key to financial security and prosperity. May we always seek wisdom and act with prudence in all our financial decisions. Remember, financial protection begins with knowledge and vigilance. Stay alert, educate yourself constantly, and never underestimate the power of ancient wisdom to guide your actions in the present. After all, as Proverbs wisely teaches us, prudence and wisdom are our best defenses against deception and loss. If this content touched you positively, leaving a like is the best way to express your gratitude and encourage us to produce more content like this. I also invite you to share the greatest lesson you learned from this video. Leave a comment with your reflection or something that touched you in a special way. I would feel very honored and happy to know how this message impacted your life. See you in the next video.